Alright, so this is a Ducati headlight, and what we've done is just painted it because around the edges here it had chipped away and it just didn't look very smart. You could kind of see it on the front of the bike, especially up top. So this needs to be masked, and then they make a paint for headlights, but I just use the black bumper hard plastic paint, and I'm gonna give it a go because I had it in the garage, and might see how it holds up. But just trying to get it to look better than it was before. Basically, doesn't necessarily need to be perfect collector quality, but just kind of freshen up. So we're gonna take the this masking tape off and see how it turned out. Hopefully we'll have a nice clear lens, and hopefully the lines for the paint will look nice and smart, and more even than it was before. So here we go. Just pull this off, and another thing I noticed with this headlight is that for some reason the right hand lens glass was fogged up. And it's something I cleaned before, but it kind of looked foggy again, so I just gave it another go with some cleaner this time. But it's a good idea to start with soapy water, so that's what I have here, and just kind of rub the inside of the glass. So here you can see the tape coming off, and it gives it a nice line where it's been masked. Yeah, and before it chipped away and it just looked a bit messy. So the straight line looks a lot smarter when you're looking at the bike. Just looks a lot cleaner. There we go. And yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to be perfect collectible level, but just want to make it look fresh, really, and enjoy it. Those little details you notice, and they kind of bug you when it's just not looking as good as it could. With a simple, easy job, just some paint, doesn't really cost a whole lot, and it just really cleans that lens up from where it was before. I did clean this glass again on the inside, and I was just going to go over how I did that. And I might clean the other side, although it wasn't very bad. For some reason it's the right hand side that seems to fog up, even though I haven't used the bike much. I'm not sure what's causing it to do that, actually. If there's some sort of film on it or something that's causing it to fog up quickly. Might be something I need to look into. Alright, so peel the rest of this tape off. That's looking good. I'm happy with it. I tried to mask where I thought the line was before. It was a bit hard to see because so much of it had come away in parts, but tried to do the best I could with lining up where I thought it would have been, and the paint on there seemed a bit more don't know, kind of rubbery, or I know they make paint for headlights, and you might want to try that just so it doesn't chip away as quick. Not sure if it was a rubbery coating in it or something to give it more durability, but I used just used the paint I had in the garage, and I'm hoping it lasts for the season. And I guess next year I could do something different if it doesn't hold up. Yeah, that looks a lot better already. See the nice lines. You could see some of where it chipped away before. I didn't sand all the old paint off or anything, so you could see that's where it had been chipped. But you know, it looks nice when you see the bike front on. You could see a little bit of this edge, and it just looks a lot cleaner now. Just nice and sharp lines compared to how it was, at least. Let's see, it looks like a little. See what's going on there. I think that's a little ding in the glass, actually. But it's not chipped through, it's just a surface level, so that is what it is. But yeah, so, and this looks cleaner. So how I went about that was, unscrew this metal bit in the back, and that gives you some clearance without breaking the seal to take the glass apart or anything. And then you have a hole like that on this side. On this one, the whole cover unscrews, so that's a lot easier. But on this side, it's a bit tighter, so you just get it like that. And this is just soapy water with dish soap. You can just start with that and see how it does. Get in the inside there, rub it as best you can, and then what I've done, once I have it all wet in there, rinse it out, do it a few times, brush it as good as you can, get it up around the corners, the edges, get everything out that you can. Then just take a lint-free cloth, stick it in there, and what I found worked well was just a paint roller. I think everyone has these in one of their house, and it gets in there nice, and you could apply pressure against the once you have the cloth in there, and it gets around to all the spots, so nice and firm. You just stick a cloth in there, and then with the tip of this, you could grab onto the cloth and just push it along the glass. Make sure that nothing metal touches the glass and scratches it, but with the cloth in there, you could get to it pretty good that way. I found this worked really well. Just everyone has a paint roller in their house. Just take the roller bit off, and you have a nice firm stick with a good size for that space. A little bit tighter. So yeah, that's how I went about it. I think that a lot of these old bikes will probably need some freshening up, and it seems to fog up from the inside of the lens on these. So that's how I felt the best way going about it was, and yeah, I'm definitely happier with this than how it was looking. So it's not perfect. Sure, there's more professional ways people could go about it, but for me, I'm quite happy with that. Put a couple coats on it. Try and spray it evenly. Make sure it doesn't run. Just good surface amount on it. So I think maybe now I'll try just cleaning the other side, because I didn't actually do that before, and it might just be good to do it while I got it all apart. So I'm just use soapy water. It's really not bad at all on the side. You can see it's really giving me a good clean there. Get around the edges. Yeah, nice and clean. There you go. And then you could, this side has so much space, you don't even need it, but on the other side, like I was saying, it's good to you could stick that whole thing in and use this, push it around, fit in all the spots. So yeah, it works pretty well on that side where you don't have much, you can't get your hand in there. Yeah, so if your headlight's looking a little tired, there's no need to really replace it unless it actually has a significant crack in it. Not sure how expensive the glass is, but it's best to just keep using it, really. Just freshen it up. Yeah, before this one was really cloudy. It looked really bad. So it's a lot better now. Now I'm just gonna put it back together. Really, that's all there is to it. It's yeah, we have this bit, and I believe that bolt's offset, so you can't really get it even mixed up. I cleaned this glass as well while I had it out, so that looks nice and clean now. Yeah, so that's gonna go. Yeah, that's gonna go that way. The center hole's offset a bit, so it's the right way, which is nice. No mixing it up. This bike's really a pleasure to work on compared to some things. Most things make sense, and it's not as easy to mess up as it is on a lot of more complicated things. Yeah, all in all, pretty happy really with this. These are just screws mounting it to the plastic, and then these for this opening the glass component. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Alright. This other side just has a metal insert like that. And let's try and remember. There's also these tabs fit in a certain way in the plastic grooves, so you can't really mix that one up either. So it's gonna be the other way. It's gonna be this way. Yep. And you see these metal tabs line up with the plastic indents, so you can't really mess that up either. Which is nice. Screw these in. It's a good winter project. I mean, get a good amount of winter here, so might as well do this stuff and get it looking nicer for the spring. You can appreciate all the work you've done when you wouldn't be riding it otherwise. I'm happy with that. And this has a seal in it. It looks a little tired, but that should still work okay. Put that cover on there, and then you have some kind of captive nuts and tiny lock washer that goes on there. And then, yeah, that should do it. A little bit of grease just to keep it from getting rusty, really. This bike has some age-related tired-looking hardware. I just want to try and keep it fresh. Make it so that things come apart nicely next time. I mean, if you take care of things and you buy something used, usually the first time you work on it's the hardest, and then hopefully it gets easier because you maintain it properly. Well, that's the idea anyway. Guess it depends how you treat it a bit. I mean, for me, this is a bike I want to ride a lot, and try and keep it fresh looking, but also enjoy it. Just not abuse it. I think this bike got a little bit abused in the past, unfortunately, but I don't think it's nothing that can't be resurrected with a little elbow grease such as this. Fingers crossed. Looks like somebody's done something to these lights. I'm not exactly sure how this would have come from the factory, but sometimes we're working with what we have, really. Okay. Yeah, looks like that goes in that way. Just trying to see this there we go. It goes better like that. And alright. Sliding around to get these clips in. these go on the inside, looks like, and then slide up. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to, but it should work fine. Now we just got to put the ground on the clip, which is there on the end. Yep, that looks good. Okay, it is on. Put this bulb on the side there. There we go. And here we have the two connections. The white wire goes on the bulb, and the black ground goes on the side clip. There we go. It's all connected. Just push these back on, simple as that. There we go. Alright. So that's going to be the finished job. There it is. Yep, and that's all there is to it. Some better than before Ducati 748 headlights. There you go. One step done. On the way to a different looking bike. As you can see, you do the valves, timing, and just check the tolerances to make sure they're in spec. Make any adjustments needed, and also the frame is hopefully gonna be rad. This bike, when I got it, was not stock. It had the black Senna look with red wheels. I figure with the red wheels, a red frame would look nice. And I'm also going to go with a different color fairing. It's no longer going to be the Senna look. So, yeah, I'm a bit excited about it. Have to share that in the future as I get closer to that step of the project. All right. Well, there you go. Good luck with yours. Bye.